there as well. That's my major point anyway. Thank you very much for listening to me.
All right, I'll just offer some summary comments. We want to make it clear that we are not against progress, however that might be defined in whatever society or context. We're not even anti-oil. I am under no pretense that as a country, Americans consume 20 million barrels of oil every single day. That's almost 1 billion gallons of oil. The world consumes 88 million barrels per day. I haven't even done the math of what that is in gallons. Our economic reality is petrol-based. When you hear, we'll just say the other side, and Dr. Gipp is right, is if we're not careful, there is an other side. By declaring a state of emergency, by activating the National Guard, by putting up roadblocks, by doing these things, there is an other created. By that very act, the conception is put forward that there is a reason, there is a threat, there is something illegal that I have to activate the National Guard, that I've got to declare an emergency, that I've got to put at risk 6 to 8 million of North Dakota taxpayers' dollars. And now I've got to go over to Barack Obama and ask him to foot the bill. That's what's happening right now. It's completely unnecessary. There is no emergency there. The only thing that I appreciate is that there are no drunk drivers on 1806. Because I drive through there every single day, and I say hi to our guardsmen and our guardswomen every single day. And we have to be careful, and we've got to get the right narrative out there that we're not against the Bakken oil play. We have to appreciate how big that oil play is. It's one of the top 10 oil plays in the entire world. This thing is bigger than North Dakota. That's why you see the worldwide attention and you see big oil here. But what we're saying is we shouldn't bend to their will. We should stand as nonpartisan leaguers have always stood for North Dakota against outside exploitation, not against any industry, but for North Dakota. And we don't see that happening. In fact, we see the opposite happening when we have a legislature that tries to allow for corporate farming, and it takes North Dakota citizens to stand up against those actions, which are fueled by big money. And that's the nature of politics right now. So we're not against progress, but not only do we say water is sacred, but we say that protecting water is good business, because there is no farming, there is no ranching, there is no Bakken play, there's no lignite coal industry, there's no hunting, there's no fishing, there's no boating, there's no recreation. There is zero economic development unless we have the water to provide for our growth. So we're about smart growth. We don't think that's happening right now, and so we wanted to make these statements. We wanted to offer ourselves as potential leaders to cut through the rhetoric that's coming from both sides and talk about what a solution means. A refinery funded by the Bank of North Dakota, and every chance I get, I say this is exactly where our Republican leadership runs to, is a brainchild of the Nonpartisan League to bail it out. We've got to create a solution. If that's a refinery, so be it. If that's moving the pipeline, in my personal opinion, so it does not cross the largest freshwater river in the United States, that's what I'm for. We need leadership that incentivizes and facilitates an action such as that, because no matter what we say, there are 4,000 people that are willing to engage civil disobedience to protect their interests. And we can't have a government that treats them like the other, treats them un-Americanly. We have to have leaders who try to find solutions. So with that, I want to end there and just open it up for questions. Thank you.